Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the original and first X-Men. A world where mutants are discriminated against, two groups form, one known as the famous X-Men and the other on Magneto's side. I recently watched every single X-Men movie and I had a blast, and I'm going to be reviewing them. It won't be like a weekly thing like I did with the Christopher Nolan series. I'll try to post them whenever I can just because there are a lot of them and I want to get more reviews up, especially for Halloween. There is so much coming for Halloween in regards to movie reviews and rankings and stuff. But I thought it would be fun to start off, obviously, with the first X-Men. I'm going to be going in order of release date, not in order of the timeline, because that would get really messy. But yeah, I'm really excited to talk about X-Men. I really liked this original movie. I thought it was a great start to the saga, and I think the thing it does the best is really just set up these characters and the politics of the movie, which plays a huge part in every single movie. The whole idea that the government fears them and humanity does too, and I think that was explored really well with this movie, and it was explored well enough that it made me want to find out more, but I got to get a lot in return as well. It also made me get familiar with the characters, but also get like not too close to them, where in the next movie there's nothing for them to explore. It was like I still wanted to know more about them, and you do get to know more about them in the movies to come, but I still got to know them, which was really fun in this movie. It wasn't like a film that just was there to set up the next one. It could stand on its own, and I think that's really important. Also, this movie has the perfect casting for a bunch of roles, especially with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I can't imagine anybody else playing Wolverine. I think from the start he plays this character really, really well, and that's why he's one of my favorite characters, because he plays the character so well, and the character's just awesome. Like, he's written really well. And also you have Patrick Stewart as Professor X, which I can also not see anybody else playing, and Ian McKellen playing Magneto is also perfect. And Magneto and Professor X have a great dynamic in this movie, and it's awesome. Like, when the two are on screen together, the film just shines, and I love it so much. And there's also a bunch of great performances. I also really like Halle Berry as Storm. I love her, and I also really like Storm. And something that I love about this movie is that it really shows her powers. There's a scene where it's showing like the powers of all the X-Men, which I thought was really fun, and you get to see Storm in full mode. Something that I don't like about some of the newer ones, which I'll get to when I eventually review them more in depth, but Storm is overlooked, and I think in this movie specifically she's not, and I really like that because I think Storm is a great character and she has great powers, and she should be used to her potential. But with the negatives, some characters are left out. I mean, this is an X-Men movie, so we should be able to get to know at least most of the X-Men characters, and I think one that comes to mind is like Cyclops, and I think James Marsden played a really great Cyclops, but I think he's kind of pushed to the side. I didn't really care about him because they never played importance to him, or maybe that's just me. Also, I really like the dynamic between Rogue and Wolverine. They're obviously a main part about this movie, and I love Rogue, and she's a really great character, and I wish we would have seen her in more stuff, but I really liked their whole connection, and I thought it was awesome. And with the Wolverine, this movie makes you really want to get to know more about him because they start playing on that idea that he can't remember his past, and they do really well with that. I was really interested in finding out more. The script of this movie was also amazing. I loved it, and the directing was great. I loved the directing of this movie. There's this thing that in the movie is done where they pan a lot, and it's done in a really nice way where it makes you feel like you're in the scene. It's like panning in the same speed as the characters are moving. Like, if Logan is going this way or that way, like it continues, and I don't know, like, I really liked it, and especially when they were in the house, you really got to understand like the structure of the house, which I loved and I thought was so good. I just loved how this was directed. I think it was really great, and the action sequences were awesome. There's a really good action sequence in my opinion that is with Sabretooth and Wolverine at the end, and I like it. I love it so much. The CGI doesn't hold up that well though, but I mean, I can't really blame it that much. It came out in 2000. The lightning looks a bit weird and stuff. Other than the fact that some characters were overlooked and I felt they could do more and the CGI doesn't hold up that well, I thought this movie was very enjoyable and I really, really liked it. I'm gonna give this movie an A. I love this. I think it's a great introduction to the X-Men movies. I love the X-Men movies. They're great. I just really like them and didn't expect myself to like this movie that much. I had never seen them. I had only ever seen, before my binge series of X-Men, I had only seen First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse. I'm pretty sure those are the ones. Yeah, I had only seen those, and I really liked the original X-Men. They're awesome, and from the beginning, I knew Wolverine was one of my favorites. He's awesome. And also, I love Storm. I don't know why she's like so overlooked in the other movies, but I love her so much. Let me know what you guys have to say about X-Men, if you like this movie, if you don't like this movie, and what you think of the franchise. This franchise is definitely interesting. They do mess up their timeline a lot, and also there are some movies that are just not the best. But I'm excited to review them for you guys, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm posting Mondays and Fridays, and I would really appreciate if you would click that subscribe button and also give this video a like, because it lets me know that you guys like my content. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!